In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw this in 2 dimensions. So again, it's like a square block with a hole on the inside, and I'll draw it in 2 dimensions. Okay, so if I rotate this, let's take a look. If I rotate it, see, just a square block. I'll rotate it all the way back over here. Just a square block with a hole in the middle. Okay, so let's go draw it in our AutoCAD. So first I open the imperial border, and I'm just going to draw it over here on the side. So I'm going to start off by creating a box which is 6 by 6. So I'm just going to use the line command. I'm going to go here. I'm going to draw it right here. I'm going to go 6 center, 6 this way. Okay, 6 up. And I'll just close it over here. I'm going to draw a line from the midpoint to the midpoint. Then I'm going to draw a nice circle with a radius of 2 right here, a 2 radius. And then I'm going to draw a dummy circle, which is bigger. I'm going to just start at the midpoint here. I'm going to draw it over there. And I'll erase this line because I don't need it. And I'll switch to the center line to draw my center lines. So I switch to the center line. I'll use the line command. And I'll draw a line from here to here. And I'll draw another line from here to here. So the top is just a square with a circle. So if we go back to the other drawing, see the top is just a square with a circle right in the center. Okay, now if I don't like the way the center lines look, if they're too far apart, I can hit line thickness scale or LTS, line LTS scale or LTS, hit enter, and I can maybe make it 1 enter. Just. Okay. Now I'm going to do the bottom view. So I'll switch back to the con layer. I'll start drawing down here. So I'll connect here. I'm just going to make a rectangle by matching up. Whoops, I'll just match up over here. And I'll make it about 2 wide. Whoops, undo that. I changed my mind, 4 wide. I'd say this is a bit wider, 4 wide. I'll match up over here. And I'll bring it back over there. Let's see if it's about 4 wide on the other drawing, on our 3D model here. So we'll go to the 3D. No, it's a little thinner. I think on the 3D model, well, maybe not. Maybe about 4 wide. Looks about right. So let's go back. So we got 4 wide. Then we're going to add the dash lines. I'm going to switch over to DAS. And we'll add the dash lines from here. Oh, that's the matchup right there. Click here. Click there. Now we're going to add the other dash line. Matchups here. Go here. And there. So these dash lines match up with the end of the circles. Okay, now we're going to draw a center line which matches up with the center here. You can actually go to the center of this and draw it straight down there. Now this side view over here is the same as this one, just turned. So we're going to make a copy of this one. So we're going to hit the copy, do a box around this, hit enter, and we're going to pick a starting point and copy it over here. We're done copying, so I'll hit escape. And I'll use the rotate command over here. Similarly, I put a box around what I want to rotate. I hit enter when I'm done picking. I pick a place, and then I rotate it. Now, my polar right here is set at all these angles. So if it's set at 30, 90 is one of them. So instead of, you can either type 90 and go straight up, and it rotates it. Then I can use my move command, and I can grab this, highlight this whole box, hit enter when I'm done picking. Click the end here and just match it up. The border is too small for this, so we're going to scale the border. Hit the scale command, pick the border, hit enter, click here, and 4 enter. Just made it 4 times bigger, and then I can move the border around my object that I just drew. And I'm going to dimension it. Now you can highlight the border, double click. If you want right now, you can put the scale in here. It's 1 to 4. So that 4 is very important to remember because we're going to use it right now when we dimension. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to dimension style. And under the fit, we're going to modify this standard. And under the fit here, under modify this, go to fit, we're going to pick 4, the size we scaled. the border by. And then in the primary units, we're going to change this suffix right here. We're going to add the inch. I'm going to add the dimensions quickly, and that'll finish the drawing. So we'll go to the dimensions here. Okay, we'll add a diameter dimension to this circle, diameter for a full circle, and now we'll add the other two dimensions. So we'll add the 3 overall dimensions. We got 1 here, 2 here, and we'll add the 3rd dimension here. Okay, we got our 3 overall dimensions and the circle. If we wanted to, we could locate the circle. We assume it's in the center, but we could locate the circle. We could add that dimension. That's 3 away from there. And this dimension, that should be 3 away from there. Oh, and if we made a mistake, we can always click on the dimension. Always go to the end of the center line. When you do these dimensions, go to the end of the center lines here. Don't go to the middle of the circle when you add it. Okay. And just to compare it one more time with the 3D, so here's our 2D, and our 3D looks like this.